Karen Reese with my co-host, Sarah DeFelice, and welcome to the Karen Reese Show.
You know, the word unity is defined as the state or quality of being one, forming a whole from separate parts.
And bringing people together from across the world into one is our producer, Alexa Zappia.
Yay!
You know what, we know Alexa from her incredible work on the show. What you may not know is that she's the founder of Rocks of Unity. Today we're in Rochester, New York at St. John Fisher's College, and we're with Alexa Zappia, founder of Rocks of Unity. We're here where it all began, and now we're on our 3-year anniversary. So Alexa, tell me all about Rocks of Unity.
So Rocks of Unity is an initiative that I started here 3 years ago, actually, in which I really wanted to kind of speak to the importance of diversity and difference. And so it is a curriculum and it is now a program in which I get booked all around the country to speak on those values. And then each person is given a rock, which they decorate to represent who they are, and the deeper, defining values. And then those are placed in some sort of a community garden, installation, wall, like here at Fisher, to show those values and the diversity within one organization.
So Alexa, tell me, what motivated you to come up with this idea?
Yeah, so I was really close with someone. Her name was Susan. She passed away on the Flight 3407 plane crash when I was 12, and so that really shook me. It was really hard for me to grieve and really to understand what really happened. I mean, how do you explain that to a 12-year-old? So Susan was all about the cross-cultural dialogue, coexistence, and bridging the gap between communities. And so I just thought of what is a better way to do that than to really carry on her life through her legacy, through something. And I was just teaching at the time, and I saw that there was a lot of intolerance in the world of how my students, treated each other, and I just noticed that it's not just a problem with kids. Where does it stem from? It stems from adults too, and it's such a bigger issue. So, my whole life since the plane crash on was really focusing on, carrying Susan's legacy on, and then creating a lesson plan, because that's all this was literally a lesson plan that I taught to my students to, carry on her legacy, but end those, hateful values that I saw in the classroom as well.
I noticed that the ladybug seems to be a very important piece of your work, and I know that there's a significant symbolic meaning behind that. Could you describe or explain a little bit more about it?
So for me, Susan, and you get it as a medium, but you get these signs and symbols, and from the start, I've been getting ladybugs. I don't know if it's Susan, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. But to me, that's what I've equated as my sign. And so with anything, you only get it when you need it, not when you want it. And so ladybugs would appear randomly out of the blue just when I need it, and that was my, okay, everything's gonna be okay, it's Susan. And so what I wanted to do, like I said, this was really started because of her and in honor of her. And so I wanted to do something that would leave her mark. So in every place that I go to around the country, I have the ladybug rock, and it represents me and it represents her and why I started. But it's also leaving my mark, but her mark in places that she could never have gone to because she passed. So, it's just kind of a reminder that no matter how big this gets, stay humble to why you started.
So Caroline, tell me about your experience when you were decorating the rocks, emotionally, intellectually. How did that work for you?
It definitely was pretty difficult to think of what I was going to put on my rock because there are so many options, and I wanted to do something that had really impacted my life, so I decided to do a quote, and it was, "Our lives are defined by opportunities, even the ones you miss." And I chose that just because it really encompassed my college experience, having new opportunities in college that would set me up for the future, and I think that was something that other people could look at my rock and it would apply to them as well. So I decided to go with a quote that people could read on the installation.
That's an amazing, inspirational message. I love that. And tell me about the mission and the vision about Rocks of Unity, and how does it resonate with you the most?
I think what resonates with me most are just the positive messages that Rocks of Unity can teach anybody of all ages, and specifically how differences don't divide us. We're constantly with other people, working with other people, and myself after graduating college, meeting new people, and just trying to instill that into my mindset, I think has really benefited me and what I've taken away most from Rocks of Unity.
So Caroline, how have you become the ambassador of Rocks of Unity, and how can we get the initiative out?
I think definitely following Rocks of Unity on social media, like the Instagram. I've been able to see a lot of daily quotes every morning when I wake up and just kind of take that positive message with me throughout my day. And I think that applies to anybody of all ages. You're able to take those positive messages and then spread kindness and positivity throughout your day, whether that's through something small or something large, like how Alexa started this whole initiative, and being able to spread those messages has been really great. And I think just being able to look at a quote and then it can apply to anyone, and sometimes when I've seen them, I'm like, oh wow, that really resonates with me, and I'm able to carry that throughout my whole day.
So Alexa, if people want to find out more about Rocks of Unity, where can they find out about it?
Yeah, so you can follow me either on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and message me there, direct message me there. I answer everything, so there's not a team, it's just me. You're getting touch directly with me. You can email me at rocksofunity@gmail.com, or you can go on the website for more details, www.rocksofunity.com.
What a great accomplishment. So tell us, Alexa, how do you continue to find your motivation for such an incredible Rocks of Unity?
Thank you. Just the people that I get to work with. Actually, this morning, somebody commented in one of the daily doses of kindness saying, the inspiration that you put out inspires me to continue my day. And I responded, actually just backstage this morning, saying, people like you are the reason why I do what I do. Because that's what motivates me, to see people that are touched by what I do. Somebody actually just messaged me from South Africa, knowing I'm here in Buffalo, saying you're inspiring all the way to South Africa. And to me, that's why I do what I do, because I think our world needs it now more than ever, and that's why I continue.
You transform lives, for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell us about some of the incredible people you've met on your journey.
Yes, Alexa.
Yeah.
Share with us.
Yeah. A lot. I get to travel around the country and be speaking and spreading my story and spreading this story to schools, organizations, just all around the world. I get to work with a lot of celebrities who endorse what I do. Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest.
That was fun.
Okay.
That was fun. Ryan Seacrest. I was in a partnership with Ellen DeGeneres and Cheerios, which was awesome. Ellen, the Queen of Kind.
Yeah, she's sweet.
Andy Cohen.
Oh, Andy Cohen.
Now, who did you spend New Year's Eve with? Now, you know you can't lie.
Andy Cohen. I spent New Year's Eve with Andy Cohen.
He's so cute, isn't he?
Oh, I love him.
Handsome. Does he need a couple wives? 3 of us?
Yeah, really.
We can change his
Girlfriends
story. Well, there you go.
I did, yes. I spent New Year's Eve at Tao in Midtown with Andy, which was
loves
super fun.
you.
I love him. Alexa from Buffalo.
Cute.
Well, thanks, Alexa. We'll be right back when Alexa's in the audience taking questions. Thank you.